James Whale Radio Show.
Okay, what is it they say? Coast to coast. Welcome to Whale on Size. And tonight we're asking that question, a very important question. Is size important? And on we go, Stevie. And before we actually, go to the lowest level and talk about the obvious, just imagine, where would Margaret Schilling be without those very large hats? Steve, you're going to get stuck in the corner. Where would Margaret Schilling be without those very large hats? Size obviously was very important. And when you go to the greengrocers, I mean, the size of the vegetables is very important. You pick small, ripe tomatoes because they're tastier. You worry about the sort of cucumber you're going to actually buy. Try to make sure that it doesn't bend to the left. So we're looking tonight at that very serious question of, is size important? And I want you to phone us with your serious comments, please, on this number. Leeds, there's the code, 461000. And if you're a very sensible person, then you can fax us on this number. There we are, Leeds again, the code 421830. We are well and truly on. Let me introduce you to my first two guests. They are Chris Greener. Hello, Chris.
Good evening, James.
Chris is the tallest man in this country, and Mike Ballon is the shortest man in this country.
Good morning, James.
Now, before anybody gets the idea that we're trying to turn tonight into a freak show, that is the last thing. I don't want any silly comments, because size is very important to both these guys. Chris, we've met on the show before, so let me come to you first of all, Mike. How long did it take you to come to... I mean, it must be a real problem.
Yeah, it's a problem in the sense of reaching things, mainly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you've got a will, you've got a way, basically, and I've always got over every problem that's come across my way.
I mean, are you subjected to certain sorts of illness because of your size?
No, I'm touch wood, I'm perfectly healthy.
Yeah. How tall are you?
3 foot, that's it.
3 foot? They told me you weren't quite 3 foot.
Well, yeah, depending on the weather, actually.
You've been wearing heels again, haven't you?
If it's raining, then I slightly grow. Slightly half an inch.
A number of very small people go into the circus or they go into acting,
That's
and there was a tragic story a couple of weeks ago when one well-known small actor committed suicide because he couldn't stand not being able to make a relationship with a girl of a normal size.
Yeah.
Has that ever been a problem for you?
No. I think a lot of it's to do with your family background, to be honest. I've always been brought up like anybody else, you know, and taught me right from wrong, and I've always had my family to fall back on. They've taught me all that I've known, and hopefully I've taken that into my, sort of career as it is.
Now, Chris, I mean, looking at the two problems, perhaps being very tall, can you stand up for a minute, Chris, because people may not realise exactly how tall you are. If I stand up beside Chris, I kind of come up to his waist.
Your ceiling's about 7'6".
Yeah, yes. And he's very tall. I mean, he is the tallest man in Britain. You can't get clothes to fit, presumably.
No.
I mean, where Mike could go to sort of and get kids' clothes that fit, you would actually have to go and get them made.
I have to have everything made. I can get handkerchiefs and ties off the peg, but that's about it.
What about medical problems? Because circulation must be a problem for having such a huge body.
Circulation is, it can be a problem, but I have regular medical checkups, and I'm fairly healthy.
Now, you two know each other because quite often you're put into programs together.
That's right, yes.
Do you mind that, or does that make things a little easier for you?
In what sense?
Well, make people accept you more, to be seen on television regularly.
Well, it's always good to be seen on television, obviously.
Yeah, it's really hard.
But I think whether you say people accept us, that is something that we've had to come to terms with many, many years ago.
Because if you didn't come on programs like this, if you didn't make the best use of your size, then life would be a lot harder, wouldn't it?
Presumably. That's right, yes, yeah.
Okay, we're going to take some music. We'll be talking to Mike and Chris and other people a little later on, but this is Roxette, and this is lovely. This is her new video coming up any moment. It's called It Must Have Been Love.
Lay a whisper It must have been love, but it's over now. It's where the water flows. It's where the wind blows. It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been good, but I lost it somehow. It must have been love, but it's over now. From the moment we touched till the time ran out. Yeah, it must have been love, but it's over now. It was all that I wanted, now I'm living without. It must have been love, but it's over.
Whoa, what a babe. That's Maria from the duo Roxette from Sweden. And it must have been love. Now, I'm looking forward to doing the breakfast show on Atlantic 252, the new national commercial radio station, next Friday morning. I wonder if I can play that one. You never know. Tune in, Longwave 252. Now, we're going to take some calls. You ready for some calls?
Yeah, anytime.
Okay. Right, let's try Lee from Kettering. Lee.
Good morning, Jane.
Good morning, Lee. Is size important to you?
Well, I think society is slightly biased against fat people.
Are you a fat person? Funnily enough, we left off obesity tonight for some reason. I don't know why. We felt here that I was probably okay in that. Well, Steve on camera 3, I think, is pretty. No, Steve, we're not going to take a shot. Oh, yes, perhaps we have. A little lower on that shot, a little lower, you can see. How obese are you?
Well, I'm slimmer than I used to be, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It used to get me down.
It did?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that is a problem, isn't it? I mean, we didn't thought about that, yeah. Anyway, look, I'm sorry about that, Lee. We don't like fat people on this show, so you can go. Ian from Windsor. Hello, Ian.
Hello, James.
Yes, Ian.
I
Size.
just want to say it's really funny because, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, size is, you know, you're told that size is important by what you see on television and in commercials and on advertising. And so, presumably, you'd have to think that...
Do you think biggest is best or not?
Sorry?
Do you think biggest is best?
No. I mean, well, I'm not really that worried by big or small. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what you are.
Yeah.
And people are told that size is important by what they see on the television and in magazines. Don't you agree?
Good, okay, that must be the most boring phone call we've had so far tonight. That's from Justin sent that in. That's, can you see that? Most amusing. Stevie, a little bit slow there, Stevie. It was a nice one, but you were a little bit slow off the mark there. Stevie's going to lose weight on this programme, we decided. Stephen from Edgware. We'll take one more call. Stephen from Edgware, hello.
Hello there.
Yeah, all right, Stephen?
How are you, all right?
Fine, yeah.
Good. Yeah, I was just going to say, actually, no, I'm extremely tall, and a lot of people tend to feel very sorry for me. Well, they express that to me.
You're not extremely tall compared with Chris Greener over here, are you?
I'm 7'2" myself.
You're 7'2"?
Yes, I mean, I'm pretty tall myself.
Yeah, that's
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah?
Now, the thing is, apart from obviously specially made shoes and things like that, you know, I mean, it's not a problem at all, not an inconvenience at all.
Yeah?
Apart from the one, well, I mean, only one time when actually I walked through a hallway that I hadn't been in before and smacked my forehead against it. I wasn't, because usually you train yourself to sort of bend down when you go through doorways.
When did you start to get tall?
Well,
Oh, fine, okay, right. It affected his speech. Now, have we got time for another phone call? No, okay. Right, we'll be taking some more calls. Keep the calls coming in. A little more exciting. Those weren't the best calls I've ever had on this show. They were bloody awful, to be honest. There's a new movie making the rounds at the moment. It's a movie all about... And we hadn't got down to Willie's Tits and Buns yet, and you knew it would get there at one particular moment. In fact, Chris and Mike were hoping so. But there is a new movie afoot, soon to be on our cinemas or maybe our televisions, all about Wicked Willie.